Are you looking for a chair mat for a hardwood floor? Then check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter from Panda here. I just ordered this chair mat because I want to protect my hardwood floor and be able to slide around, be mobile on my chair. Now, one of the problems with a lot of chair mats out there is that they are designed for carpeted floor. And the telltale sign for that is that they have little spikes on the bottom. Now, that's not gonna work well for hardwood because that's just gonna put indentations and scratches on the floor. So the bottom of the floor mat has to actually be smooth too. So that's why I picked this up. So I'm hoping that it'll be perfect for my hardwood floors. Let's check it out. So these floor mats always come rolled up, which means that you're probably gonna have to unroll them and then weight them down a little bit, put them underneath the carpet, put a bookcase or some chairs on the corners just to flatten it out. But I do wanna show you just a close-up of what the material looks like. So this side of the material has little tiny ridges, little texture. It kind of looks like little fingerprint ridges almost. You know, it's almost like a little wood. It gives it a little bit of a matte texture, so it's not going to reflect light and give you a direct glare, but it's also not hiding the fact that this is really transparent, which is nice because, you know, as you put it down on a wood surface, you should still see some of that come through, and it's not going to, you know, hide the beauty of your floors. Now, if I flip it over onto this side, it's not very grippy. It's pretty glossy, but even though you can see the texture, that's actually on this side. So this side is very smooth. You can see my fingerprints just dragging along there and kind of pressing and sticking on this very smooth side. So the smooth side is going to go down, and that means there's not going to be anything abrasive to scratch the floor. Now, one of the drawbacks about this is that it may slide around a little bit because there's really nothing gripping it in place. But this plastic here, while it's only maybe a millimeter or a millimeter and a half thick, seems pretty robust. I mean, it's pretty stiff, and I'm going to let it smooth out, flatten out a little while, and then I'm going to roll my chair all over it like it is a monster trailer truck rally, and it's a Sunday. So I rolled it out, flattened it out, seemed to flatten out pretty quickly, only about an hour later. It's got a little bit of a curl to it still, but I think all of that's going to disappear with time. Now you can see here, it's got a little bit of a tab up front to fit underneath the desk, but my desk, I don't know, space under here is pretty wide, you know, a few feet, so I can actually put the whole thing under there, so I don't really need it. But it's kind of nice if the front wheels of your chair roll under, you don't have to worry about them, you know, gnarling up the hardwood. Now, if I roll my chair on top of it, booyah, look at that. Rolls around fine. Yeah, like an off-road derby. And now I don't have to worry about it marring up the wood underneath. In fact, I don't actually need it to go that far under the desk. I'm gonna put it out here because the chair is gonna sit right about here where my keyboard is. And like I said, you still get the look of the wood popping through it. So, hey, if you want a chair mat for a hardwood floor that doesn't have the spikes, looks good, looks like this, and is not going to break the bank. It's going to be nice and affordable. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter von Panda, out. That it will be perfect for my hardware.